Hi there and welcome. In today's video I'm going to show you how to style large baubles. These are the baubles in question that I'm going to be working with, and I've got 3 of these. So we're going to get straight into the video and see how to style them. What you will need to do something similar to this is either a basket or tray, some picks, large baubles, pine cones and some velvet ribbon. And I've actually got some lurex thread that I've put onto the pine cones. Right, so I'm going to grab for one of the bowls first, and I'm going to look for the best side on the bauble because they are starting to show signs of wear and tear. So I'm going to go for that because that's a pretty decent looking side. Let's have a look. Yeah, just there. And I'm going to grab for 2 of these pine cones. Now the thread that I've got on, I'm just going to thread that through this large loop. Work out how low I want them. Let me just have a look at that. Have a look. I don't want them too high. Yeah, I think that will do. So let me just tie that in place. So that is knotted. Put that down, and then I'm going to just snip that thread off, like so. Do it with another one. I want them to be similar height as well. So I'm just going to put a knot in there. So that is the bauble with the pine cones on. So I'm going to just finish this one off first, and then I'll do the other 2 off camera. So what I need to do now then, obviously I've got that, I'm going to get the red ribbon because I'm going to put a bow at the top. In fact, let me just put that between my legs because that is going to be easier to do. Let me just reposition the mirror, not the mirror, the camera. Right, so I'm going to get some of this ribbon, and I picked this up from Tesco's for £2, and there's 10 metres on it, so it's pretty good, that, isn't it? So I'm going to get that. Slipping, so I have cleaned them this morning. Right, so I'm going to snip that at that. Right, so let me just do 2 more of those so I get the bows similar height on all 3. Let me just put you down a bit because you really don't want to sit there, do you? Yeah, I know I'm talking to a bauble. Crazy. Right, so that's my ribbon out of the way. Right, let me get you back. And here we go. We thread this through the top of the loop, and I'm just going to get these so that they're the same at the top. And then I'm just going to pull that down. So I've got a little knot there, but then I'm going to tie a bow in it. Let me just pull that a little bit bigger. Right, I think I need that to be a bit longer, don't I? Yeah, so let me just undo that. And I haven't wasted this ribbon because it will come in for another job. I do want them to be longer. Get that. Do it to that. Right, again, pulling that to the centre. tying it off, and then doing a cute bow. Oops. Right, so that will be styled when it's in there. I'm just going to cut the bottom. I'm just going to shape these, so that's going to be like that. So that needs to go that way. So I'm just cutting it at an angle, like so, on both sides. So that one needs to go the opposite way. Right, so that's going to be the first bauble done. Right, so let me just place that in there. Right, so I'm going to do the other two, but I'm going to do them off camera. Right, so I've got all the 3 balls done. So it's just a case of positioning them in your tray, your basket, however you want them to be. Right, so I'm going to just get the bows so that they are looking nice in place. Have a look if I can get them. Have a look. Yeah, that one at the bottom is turning because... Right, so let me just pop that one there, like so. Right, so let me just get the bow. You don't always want to go where you want them to do. Right, so let them hang down the side, bring that round a bit. In fact, the basket like that, so I want them like that, don't I? Yeah, so these are really, really large, as you can see. But I'm just going to play about with these until I've got them how I like them. Right, so I'm going to start by putting some picks in it. Now, I know that one's just slid round and I'll mess with that a bit later. So I'm just going to start putting some of these picks in. Put that there. Let me just turn that round so you can see. And I've got one going one way, one coming the other. And then I'm going to do the same down here. You can bend these slightly if you want to do. Right, so I'm going to put a bit more in there. One there. Right, now I need to watch because the end of those I wanted to come through the basket and I don't want them coming through. No, the wires coming through here. Right, so let me get some on the back. Just there, I've got 3 there, so let me just undo those. I'm just literally putting those one way and the other. Let me just get to that other side. Putting some more in there. There we go. And then let me have a look, I might just have one more in there. Right, and then what I might do then is I might just place a couple more acorns in place. I'm going to put another one in there because there's a big gap there, so I do not want any gaps. Put it like so, and then so that, guys, is one way that you can style large baubles.